Hi everyone, this is Cielo Fuentes. Welcome to our new edition of our House Matters. Today, we are going to talk about being self-employed and how business owners are able to purchase a home, and also talk about other stuff in Tagalog. This is gonna be our Tagalog English version, otherwise known as Taglish. Here with me is my lender partner, Mr. Ed Esteban. Hi Ed.
Hi, Shelo! Kumusta na kayo? Kumusta na po? Good
Mabuti
evening.
po, mabuti po. So we're gonna say hi to everyone. Kung hindi po alam ng iba, we have been doing this series of lessons that we share to everybody. In this edition nga, we're gonna do self-employed business owners that are looking to buy a home as part of our home ownership platform. We educate our customers in how to buy a home, how to look for a home, how to get qualified for a loan, and also today we're also going to talk about home mortgage protection. So I think a lot of people miss that also in the buying process. So we're gonna. I know Ed, we try to take all these topics. Okay, so without further ado, let me introduce to you my good friend and lender partner, Mr. Ed Esteban.
Yes, thank you po. So, ang topic po natin is gonna be surrounding kung kayo ay self-employed or you own a business, and typically if you go to a bank, you're gonna have a hard time securing a loan. Kasi typically po yan, nagkahanap sila ng mga W-2, pay stubs, mga yan. And with self-employed, we understand na kumisan, we have a hard time trying to keep track of bookkeeping kasi tayo din ang nagtatrabaho. So, we know that as a challenge. So, there are things that you can do para kayo mag-qualify to become a homeowner, no? Pero of course, meron tayong tinatawag na process, we call it pre-approval. Ngayon sa pre-approval, it's actually a loan application, but don't get scared. Ang pre-approval po is hindi pa commitment yon, kundi ito po ang process para malaman natin kung ano ang qualification nyo. Even kung traditional application, same thing po, we do a pre-approval process to analyze ano ang income, how do we measure it. Kung business owners, what we need to do is prepare bank statements. Kasi po, ang bank statements is where you deposit your money, your income. Yung daily basis or weekly basis or even through tinatawag natin electronic transfer, yung mga Zelle, ganyan, di ba? Venmo, automatic deposits. That's how we measure it. Ngayon, ang gagawin po natin yan is we're gonna request from you 12 months of bank statements from online banking. Ida-download nyo po yun and then you upload it into the portal na isa-set up natin. Okay? So, bakit kailangan natin yun? Siyempre po, para measure natin ng inyong income. Okay? And then, on top of that, of course, we will do a credit analysis in your behalf, which is, ang purpose naman ng credit analysis, para makita natin kung magkakaroon ng issue. Kasi, typically, alam natin, pagka business owners, kumisan, hindi natin nahaharap o natututukan yung credit payments natin. Puro lang tayo trabaho. Kung kayo nagre-restaurant, puro luto lang. O kung nasa construction kayo, puro kayo, nag-fix. So, walang umaharap ng books. No? So, ngayon, we can look at that, and based on that evaluation, we will advise you, ito, kailangan natin ng konting attention, kailangan natin bayaran ito ng konti para bumaba. We will guide you. Kasi po, meron din tinatawag na credit score na minimum requirement. And typically, yon 620 ang minimum. And of course, we want it to go higher. Pero, do we have loan programs that are lower than 620, 580? Pwede rin pa po yun. Kaya lang, of course, prepared natin konti higher para maganda ang pricing, no? Para maganda ang rate. Kaya lang natin tinitingnan lahat yun. So we can guide you to kung kailangan natin ng resolution or early problem solving, we can do that ahead of time.
Oh, okay,
And on top
great.
of that, to measure the income, I will look at the past 12 months, rolling 12. So kung July pabalik ng hanggang August of last year, titingnan natin yon and we will evaluate it. Ngayon, just a word of caution po, you cannot trick the process na bigla ka nag-transfer from one account to your another account para ma-fluff yung balance. We will see that and we will investigate that. Hindi po pwede yung maraming transfer. Pero alam natin pagka true income coming from a Zelle or Venmo or check payment, because it's all gonna be in the bank statement. No? Ano po clear tayo? And of course, lahat po na yun, marami pong mga details, and what we're gonna talk about today is basically just the overview. And lahat po tayo, magkakaiba tayo ng mga process and maraming variation ng scenario. So we'll always guide you towards, you know, how to manage that, and all towards one goal is to get you qualified on the loan. Na of course, tinitingnan din po namin ni Cielo lahat na making sure na we qualify you based on your budget, based on your income. Hindi po tayo magko-qualify ng over na, oy, kailangan natin bilan sila ng mansion, eh hindi naman pala afford ng buyer, ng borrower natin. We also look at your best interest. Kung masyadong mataas, we will also guide you. Kasi, syempre, may mga family tayo, kakain pa kayo. Di ba? Diba? May mga gusto nyo rin lumabas para manood ng movie o para mag-grocery, di ba? So, we make sure that there's enough allowance or cushion na hindi naman kayo masasakal, no?
Oh, importante yun kasi a lot of people, they put their house rich pero they're poor kasi hindi na wala na silang life. So yeah, that's one of my consultation process when I talk to my buyers too. Ano ba yung budget natin? Ano ba ang target? Ano ba yung realistic? Those are coming during our consultation, which is actually free, by the way. When I start my clients into the process, I normally ask them to give me about 30 minutes of their time for a free buyer orientation. And doon sa buyer orientation na yun, kasama na yung introduction kay Ed, what you need to do, where we're about. Katulad nga ng sinabi mo, we need to, this is gonna be your biggest purchase, if anything, of your, at this time of your lifetime. So very careful tayo dyan. And Ed is very good at consulting with clients as well.
Yeah, yun po ang purpose ng pre-approval. We guide you through the process. Don't get intimidated. That's what you have us for, is to guide you through that. And you don't need to write things down, because as part of our process, after our initial conversation, meron tayong electronic application. I will send you an email, and that email, yung po yung link for you to create your loan application. And then, based on our conversation, I will enlist in that same email kung ano po yung mga documents na kailangan prepare. Katulad ng mga business license, o kung walang business license, nag-advertise ka ba? Meron ka ba business card? To show proof na nagbe-business ka, no? So we need to also include that ID, mga ganyan. So for your own protection na walang gumagamit ng identity nyo, di ba? Gusto nyo rin, we have to make sure na Robert is Robert, Leandro De Castro is the same person. Para
so
hindi
you're
wala tayong
talking to a real person, ha? Hindi lang basta.
we protect you for that. Okay, ngayon.
So
kung may instance naman na may credit, which I mentioned earlier, kung may credit issue, I'm not a credit repair person. Pero if within my capacity, most of the time I can just advise you. Don't pay like $600, $1,000 for credit advice. I can pretty much advise you. Ngayon, if there's something to fix, meron din po tayong third-party credit repair company. Yun po, help lang yun. Help, which means that they're part of the team to provide services to you.
Pero hindi kasama sa company mo.
It's not part of our company. It's not part of Cielo Fuentes' company. Ano po yan? It's just a third party that we recommend. Do you have to use it? No. But, of course, kasi po maraming mga credit repair na scammer din eh. Kinukolekta lang yung pera tapos hindi naman pala nila finifix. So we want to make sure that we recommend reputable, also professional services that you can use. But if it's within our capacity and I can pretty much advise you to how to fix things, then it will be in writing on exactly what you need to do. So don't worry about guidance. Wala po tayong hula. Everything that we do is by the book. Everything is compliant. At saka po may instructions. Everything that we're gonna talk about, we're gonna put in either email form or in writing para po maliwanag. And you can always call us, of course.
So in summary, you're looking at income through bank statements or tax returns, right? Depende what we're gonna use, right? You're gonna also look at assets kasi you would ask ano yung down payment, syempre, kung anong laman ng bangko, right? Then you're looking at the liabilities, kaya you're running the credit report to make sure na yung debt to income ratio tama lang na hindi sila mababaon sa utang. Debt to income ratio. And then you're also taking a look at the credit score, kung
Right.
yung their credibility to pay back, right? So income, assets, liability, credit score, ano pa nakalimutan natin? Pretty much
It's pretty
application,
much-
ha?
Yeah. So just so you know that both me and Cielo were pretty much in the industry for about the same length of time, over 23 years. Pero mga baby face pa rin, di ba? Biro lang. Pero the truth po is we are pretty much well experienced in the industry. And oh, by the way, I'm also a trained underwriter. So when I look at your file, it pretty much is being looked at an underwriter kasi bago ko i-forward sa underwriting yun, I know it's gonna go. So bago pa nila makita kung meron tayong issue, you and I will resolve it first. I don't think if it takes a week or 3 weeks, but it will be resolved before it goes to underwriting para sigurado tayo. Para when I issue a pre-approval letter to Cielo and to you, it means that you are good to go. Kung sabihin natin na, ang maximum na mapapurchase mo, 650,000, huwag kang susobra. Huwag kang babalik sa akin, tapos sabi mo, kuya, pwede bang 700,000? Hindi nga, 650 na nga ang max na sinasabi ko eh. Hindi ka nakakain. So, 650, anything below that is good. Ganun po, no?
I like that. Meron naman kasi dumarating sa akin, I'm approved for 1 million, right? Tapos pag binigyan ko na sila ng estimated monthly payments, kasi yung ibang mga lender hindi nagbibigay ng estimated monthly payments, nasya-shock sila, right?
Yeah.
So mabuti yung ginagawa mo. You actually give them the max and then let them work downwards instead of
Bago ka mag-shopping, alam mo na kung magkano ma-afford mo, alam mo na kung ano magiging estimated monthly payment, at saka yung payments na yun, ano yung breakdown, magkano pumupunta sa principal, ano yung interest, ano yung part pa nun, home insurance or property taxes, yung breakdown yun, malalaman mo yun. So, when you go out and go house hunting with Cielo, to find the right house, comfortable ka na, confident ka na hindi ka masyasyak, ang mahal naman, kasi pag nandoon na, bago ka pa lumabas, I will already have briefed you on that. I will already have given you enough details na, okay, alam ko na. Sobrang naisip na, paulit-ulit ka lang. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay paulit-ulit kasi para you know what to expect. Okay.
Exactly. Alam mo, when there are two ways we start the process. People come to me sometimes and then they go, paano ba mag-start ang pagbili ng bahay? I really want to get into a house. Ang unang sinasabi ko sa kanila, let's sit down for a 30-minute buyer orientation. And if hindi naman sila available for a 30-minute buyer orientation, i-refer ko kagad kay Ed as a lender to make sure na alam ninyo kung ano yung price natin bago tayo mag-shopping. Ganon din naman si Ed. Sometimes people go to straight to Ed to get pre-approved. Pero ang talaga number one, the first step to buying a home, aside from making the decision that you want to buy a home, is to look for a very good lender. And Ed is one of those. And I've closed many with Ed. And one thing I like about him is that he will be upfront. Kasi mas gusto ko na sabihin sa akin na may problema to, kailangan tayo maghintay ng mga ilang buwan. Kesa naman yung bigla na lang tayo maghahanap ng bahay tapos nakakita na tayo ng bahay tapos hindi pala tayo pre-approved. So, yes, the first step
is lender
is
naman kasi very very competitive. Sabi nila, issue mo na yan, within 30 minutes, issue mo na yung pre-approval. I caution you with those type of operation kasi they didn't even look at what your capacity is. They didn't even do research and they didn't even really look after your well-being, no? Kasi pagka ganun, within 30 minutes or within the hour meron ka ng pre-approval, I guarantee you that's not real.
The other thing that I come across with Ed is that people come to me and they say, bakit yung lender ko mas mababa yung interest rate na kinu-quote sa akin? Tapos, alam kong hindi pa sila napapre-approve, So, what can you say about that?
Kasi nga, pag tinanong mo ako, Ed, what is the rate today? Well, I can give you 4.25 today, but it doesn't mean that's the rate for you. Kasi ang rates po ngayon is always based on risk. Ang risk naman sa lender na sinasabi is, kung malaki yung down payment mo, tsaka maganda ang credit score mo, like 700 and above, then they can avail the best rate available. Kung ngayon, kung ang risk mo naman, oh, you're at 580, tapos ang down payment mo 3.5% lang. Kung ako yung lender na magpapautang sa'yo, syempre gusto kong malaman, well, kind of shaky ground yun or medyo high risk. So kailangan ang gagawin nila ngayon is they will give you a higher rate kasi meron din silang mga reinsurer para sa kanilang operation. Hindi nila pwedeng basta ibigay sa inyo yung lowest rate available which are reserved for preferred customers also with hindi po discrimination yun, it's based on financial history and financial capability. So always po, syempre, we have to maintain responsibility, financially fit, if we want good rate, di ba? At saka,
Right.
if you put 20% down all day, all day, lenders
So,
will welcome you, will hug you all day.
So, ang definition ng good good credit and ng good standing is magandang credit score,
Aha,
malaking down payment, malaking income, right?
yes.
So yung credit score kasi is a reflection of your history of
Yes.
payment in your
Yes.
other credits, di ba? At saka dagdag na rin natin yung ito na naman, debt to income ratio. Ano yung debt to income ratio? Yung number ng utang ninyo versus sa income ninyo. So debt to
Right.
income ratio, right?
So
Ano ba
yung
debt to
kasi
income
po
ratio?
debt to income ratio ang simple ano lang naman yan simple math po yan. So kung let's say ang monthly income mo is 5,000, sasabihin nila ang debt to income ratio should not be more than 50%. Okay? So ibig sabihin nun, yung monthly payments mo pag tinotal mo yung credit card, yung bahay, yung kotse, cannot be more than 2,500 kung 5,000 ang income mo. So kasi that's 50%, di ba? So it cannot be more than that. Kung sobra,
Minimum payment ng credit card, right?
yeah, payment ng credit card monthly, no?
Oh,
So
okay.
which may konting twist po 'yan. Ang
Mhm.
mini-measure doon is 3% of the credit card balance, no? Kasi
Okay.
kung minsan sasabihin ng credit card company, yung minimum lang $25, di ba? Pero
Ah.
ikaw naman, dahil ayaw mong malubog sa utang, binabayad mo 300 to 500 a month kasi marami ka rin ginagamit, grocery, mga bata, blah blah blah, di ba? So ang ibig sabihin, kung ano yung total na yon monthly pagka inad mo lahat yun, should not be more than 50% of your gross monthly income. So yung ganun po ang measurement nun.
So, yung 50%, hindi kasama doon ang kotse.
Kasama.
Kasama. So, kotse,
Lahat ng credit.
credit card, about 3% ng balanse.
Mhm.
Ang bahay,
Aha.
may mortgage, estimated
Kung may mortgage
payment, right?
estimate na, yeah,
Oo.
kasama na yon.
And then, ano pa? Kasama ba doon ng, sinasama din ba doon ng estimated insurance?
No.
In estimated mortgage insurance? Hindi.
Debts.
Debts
So
lang.
halimbawa meron kang subscription sa Xfinity, cable, ganyan. Hindi kasama yon. Kung meron
Hindi
kang
kasama.
EDT, hindi kasama yon. PG&E,
Okay.
hindi kasama yon.
Okay, cool.
So just the debts, yung pure debts talaga, no?
Great,
So yun lang mini-measure doon. But no worries kung you don't have to write this down. You don't have to, gusto lang natin na give you some overview because every single file I will always walk my clients through it. There's not gonna be any guessing game. And ang process din po natin, once I get you pre-approved and you find the right house with Cielo, every 2 to 3 days, you and I will be talking until the day you move into your house. So walang guessing, wala talagang guessing. Talagang you will be like, si Edna naman. Yes.
So ang first step really is to make the decision to buy a house.
Yes.
And then contact either one of us. And for me, if you contact me, I will refer you to Ed. Make sure you say house matters.
Yes.
Lagi. And we will make sure from start to finish that hindi ka namin pababayaan. The worst thing that you could do is not even taking the first step. Diba? Maraming ganyan eh. Meron ako just recently closed, right? And yung pamilya, they kept on thanking me, ate, thank you. Madali palang bumili ng bahay. And madali kapag desidido ka na, kapag ready kang to take on the challenge. It's scary, of course. It's something that it's something new to you, right? But because you're dealing with, I've been in the business for 23 years, okay? And then Ed, you've been in the business for 23 years too,
yeah.
right?
Same.
So between the two of us, you rest assured that somebody will guide you on the process, on the loan side and also on the sales side. Ang number one lang talaga kailangan gawin is for you to decide na gusto mo nang bumili ng bahay, and let's try and figure out kung ready na ba kayo or hindi pa. And kung halimbawa di pre-approve tayo ni Ed at nalaman ninyo na hindi pa handa, don't be discouraged. Mas mabuting alam ninyo yung process going towards buying a home than never trying to figure out how to do it, right? Before
Right.
you know it, lumagpas na 40 years, hindi ka na nakabili ng bahay. Right?
Yes.
So, the first step really is to make a decision today to that you want to get into the path of home ownership, and Ed and I are here to help you.
Yes, absolute po 'yan. Tama 'yon. Kasi nga as you know, in our current not just in California but nationally, real estate is one of the best vehicles to invest in. Not only that you have ownership sa house, pero ang appreciation po over the period of time, pataas ng pataas. Maniniwala ba kayo, once upon a time in the 70s, which is, several decades ago, sa San Francisco, which is now every home is more than $1 million, 70s lang yun, no? That's only, 3 decades, right? Or, well, 5 decades. Basically, makabili ka ng bahay for like $30,000. $30,000, which are now like $1.5 million. So kita niyo yung equity, no? And I know people that actually haven't paid off, so they're sitting on $1.5 million worth of money. If they decide to retire, they sell it off, malami silang pera. So biggest investment po yan. Ngayon, this is actually a good time to also educate you on the other part of our platform, which we would call home mortgage protection. No? And very, very important po. And we feel strongly about this, that it should be essential part of your purchase strategy as homeowners. Kasi biggest investment niya. Pero anong protection mo? Are you really protecting it? Kasi nga, ang education natin, we're not gonna go too much in detail, but we need to just mention na lahat tayo in our life, magkakaroon tayo ng sakit, magkakasakit tayo, no? So what do you mean, Ed, magkakasakit? I'm buying real estate. What does my health have to do with this, no? Pag kayo nagkaroon kayo ng heart attack or stroke or cancer during the time na itong your homeowner na, meron kayong mortgage, ito pong home mortgage protection plan na to, which is, by the way, offered by both me and Cielo, no? This can pay off your house. It can pay off your mortgage. Okay, kasi yung iba dyan, kabibili lang, 1 year pa lang, biglang na heart attack si Mr. O ngayon, hirap sila. Paano magbabayad na hindi nga makapagtrabaho? Yung pong plan na yon, okay, we design according to your specific situation, yon maaring mag-pay off ng inyong mortgage. Diba? Ayaw ba nyo yun? Pay off yung bahay nyo. Nagkasakit ka nga. Kasi magkakasakit tayo eh. Katulad nyo, just to a little bit disclosure, Cielo knows this. I'm actually a heart patient. I have a triple bypass already. I'm around. I'm right here. Diba? Hindi mag-porke nagkasakit tayo ng grabe. That means we're dead on that, no? We're hanging around. Technology and medicine keeps us alive, keeps us going. Pero, kung nagkaroon ng incident na gano'n, tapos nabayaran yung bahay nyo in full, di ba maganda yun?
Yes.
So, we just thought that we have to deliver that. It's an essential part of our platform. And when we're in the planning process, we will talk to you in detail about that. Ano po? It's very good. Very, very good.
Yes. Home mortgage protection plan.
Yes.
Yeah. And with that, I think we can wrap things up.
Yes.
If you have any questions, once again, we will have our phone numbers here, banner, right?
Okay,
Right there.
you see the phone numbers, it's on top. Okay, both Cielo and myself, we have our contact numbers, email, and phone numbers on top. And be sure to get in touch with that. No question is silly, Huwag kayong matakot. We're just human. We're just, your ate and kuya.
There you go.
Give us
There
a call.
you go.
All right?
Well, everyone, I hope you had learned something new today. And kung gusto nyo pang matuto sa more, just let us know.
Follow us.
Give us a call. Yeah, give us a call. And we surely will help you sa lahat na aming makakaya. Maraming salamat po. And sa ulitin.
Remember,
Bye.
House Matters. House Matters
House
po. You can find us on YouTube.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.